As you know, in America, we've had this interesting relationship with Cuba for many years. And all your cool, sexy, adventurous friends used to go to Cuba via Toronto or via Madrid or via Mexico City. I snuck into Cuba. It was amazing. Henry, you've got to do it. Like, damn, I want to go to Cuba. And so a couple of years ago, I said, ooh, I want to go to Cuba. I'll sneak in through Toronto because I like the city. And my travel agent, Rita, who's retired, but she comes out of retirement from me because she says, you're nuts. I love how you travel. And she said, oh, don't worry. Your amazing president just made it okay for you to go to Cuba. And so I went to Cuba, and I had to go in part of a tour group, but thankfully they were like these brainiacs from Chicago. We had a really good time. And at one point, we're in the middle of the Cuban countryside. So it's one of the most beautifulest places you'll ever go. And it was 10 a.m. lobby call. We're going to drive around, and we're going to be, by 1 p.m., we're going to be at a farm where Comrade Fidel once touched a tree. And we're going to look at the tree and take the tour, because Fidel invented geometry and agriculture and figured out the solar system. There's a bit of propaganda there. Kind of like how Kim Il-sung invented math and dirt and you know, corn. It's you take the ride. Anyway, I get to the lobby at 10:03 in the morning. I'm very angry that, first off, I was late, because usually I put the punk in punctual. Thank you. I've never said that before. And so at 10:03, I've been oil spotted by my Midwestern chums. And so I go running into the lobby. I go, did you just see a van? He said, yeah, they all left. I said, look, I got to get to that farm where Comrade Fidel touched the tree. He said, yeah, it's about 4 miles down the road. I said, great. How about you hook me up with a taxi? I'll just go there and wait. I got a book. I'll just read it. He said, taxis around here? You're a funny guy. I said, I'd like to think so. He said, we can get you there on the public bus. It comes every half an hour. How about this? You wait in this lobby for 20 minutes, the bus will show up, and I'll let them know where you need to go, and you give them a few pesos, and you're on your way. I said, let's do it. And about 20 minutes later, the bus pulls up. It's a short bus, and I hop on, and the guy explains, hey, take this guy to his friends at the farm. And the guy says, see. And I pay him some money, and we're sitting alone on the bus, just rolling down this dirt road, and he's driving. I am to his right in the front bench seat. And he looks at me and says, hello. And I said, hello. And he sticks out his right hand, like shake hands. Like, I shake hands with him. And he says, baseball. And I said, home run. I mean, we're just kind of playing word association, I guess. And we shake hands on that. He says, me, Cuba. I said, me, America, and we shake hands on that. America, Cuba, good friends. I said, yes, and we shake hands on that. He says, you, America. Like, you're going to fly away. He goes, me, no. And I went, oh, we shook hands on that. And then we went back, America, Cuba, good friends forever. I'm like, yay! And I'm almost in tears, because if he and I could be doing policy, we could get this done by noon, man. Like, it'd be great. Like, who are your two leaders? Me and this bus driver, man. We talked about baseball. We shook on it. Like, let's build a Starbucks over here and get it going. And so we get to this big dirt intersection, and there's a sign with Fidel with ubiquitous cigar touching a tree. And I'm like, aha, the farm. And I get up, and the guy goes, no, sit. And so he takes me off his bus route. He makes a right turn, and we go like way down this skinny road to this farm. And he opens the door of the school bus, and this woman comes running out, basically with a clipboard going like, you're not my 1 o'clock. It's 10:45. And he explains, this guy got lost. He's part of your 1 o'clock tourism group. Just put him somewhere for a while. And so the woman says, come with me. I said, okay. And I said goodbye to the nice guy as he made 83-point turns to take a school bus I said, I'm sorry. He goes, no problem. I go, looks like a big problem to me. But we waved, and he went away. And the woman said, come. And so I'm in the shade. I've got my bottle of water and my 9-inch thick book on Lincoln, and I'm reading about Lincoln. And she says to me, coffee? I said, every day, like a vitamin. And she comes back a moment later with this cup of coffee. You've had a cup of coffee like this. It has that oil slick on the top, and it smells faintly of cat manure. It's that, so you're, oh yeah, the third eye will be coming out of my forehead any minute now. And so I drink half of the coffee, and it is just fantastic. And the woman comes out again. She says, caramel? I said, really? Caffeine on a hot day with monosaccharides? What could possibly go wrong? So she comes out with these homemade caramels, all like, hand patted down. So I drink the coffee and eat the caramel. She goes, more? I'm like, well, sure. And by my third cup of coffee and my second plate of caramel, I'm now sweating through my clothes. I'm levitating off my chair. I'm vision questing. I'm orbiting around the farm. The van full of my travel mates shows up at 1 o'clock. I descend out of the sky, and I land in front of the vehicle. They're like, ah, where'd you come from? I said, don't worry about it. I had a vision quest with a bus driver. We talked about baseball and the future relations of Cuba. All is going to be fine. I gnawed off the bark on the tree that Fidel touched to demarcate the tree. Come with me. And they said, caffeine much? I said, what do you mean? And I had the best time in Cuba alone with a bus driver, and those are two individuals agreeing that we can get along. And baseball was the lubricant. Baseball, home run, 4 or 5 handshakes were had. This is what people can do all over the world. And this is what makes the next war not exactly impossible, but way harder to sell. And the more that you travel, the more that you come back with great stories of the wonderful people from Sri Lanka and Bangladesh and China and Mongolia and Vietnam and Laos and Cambodia and Thailand and Chile and these beautiful places where you'll meet magnificent people and see geographic sites that are just staggering. You'll come back and go, wow, you know what? The world needs to be helped. The world needs more understanding. The world needs more partying, needs more rock and roll, more pizza, and it needs more people hanging out in places they can't pronounce the name of the street, eating food they don't always know what the ingredients are. And, there's always a tree to hug so you can projectile vomit. It's okay. I've barfed all over the world. You get over it.